Have you ever looked around your home and felt like all the stuff is quietly taking over your peace? If you're over 70 and tired of clutter, you're far from alone. Many people reach a point where possessions stop adding comfort and start creating stress, physically, mentally, and even emotionally. Maybe you've noticed it's harder to find things, or cleaning takes more time than it used to. The truth is, keeping objects that no longer serve a purpose can slowly drain your energy and make your home feel heavy instead of calm. In today's video, we'll talk about 5 specific things that simply don't belong in a home where peace and simplicity matter more than accumulation. These might seem harmless or even sentimental, but they often stand between you and a truly restful space. If you've been meaning to declutter but don't know where to begin, this will help you take the first confident step. Stay with us until the end, because I'll share not just what to remove, but why letting go can make such a difference in how you feel every day. You'll learn how to reclaim your space, restore balance, and rediscover the joy of living light. If you're ready to make your home feel peaceful again, you won't want to miss this. Now, let's get started. Item 1: Outdated paperwork and forgotten files. The first thing that clutters up the homes of so many older adults is paperwork that has lost its purpose. Bills from years ago, expired warranties, medical forms you do not need anymore, and stacks of old tax documents can quietly pile up in drawers, closets, and even under beds. Many folks keep these papers because they worry they might need them someday, or they simply do not know what is safe to toss and what is important to keep. But the truth is, hanging on to paperwork that no longer serves you is like holding on to a quiet source of anxiety. Every time you open that drawer or walk past that stack of folders, it nags at your mind, even if you do not realize it. If you want a peaceful, clutter-free home, start with your paperwork. Set aside an afternoon, put on your favorite music, and go through your files one by one. Anything older than 7 years, especially tax documents, can almost always be safely shredded, unless your accountant or the IRS has told you otherwise. Medical forms and insurance policies that have been replaced or are no longer active have no business taking up space in your home. Create a folder or a small box for the truly essential documents: birth certificates, wills, passports, current insurance policies, and give yourself permission to let go of the rest. Clearing out paperwork is about more than just creating space in your file cabinet. It is a way to free yourself from the burden of the past and focus on the present. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing exactly where your important papers are and from not being weighed down by things that have outlived their usefulness. If you have trouble letting go, remember that you are not alone. I knew a gentleman named Charles, in his mid-70s, who spent years holding on to boxes of paperwork from his old business. He always thought he would sort through it someday, but the task felt overwhelming. One weekend, with help from a friend, Charles finally let go of it all, except for a handful of meaningful records. He said he felt lighter than he had in years. Removing outdated paperwork from your home is one of the quickest and simplest ways to reduce clutter, lower your stress, and make your life more manageable. You will find that the rest of your decluttering journey becomes easier once you have taken this first step. When your home is free of unnecessary files, it opens the door to greater peace of mind and a sense of readiness for whatever comes next. Item 2: Unused appliances and duplicates. The second thing that tends to accumulate unnoticed in many seniors' homes is small appliances and duplicate gadgets that serve no real purpose. Over the years, it is easy to gather an extra coffee maker, 2 or 3 toasters, a blender that stopped working years ago, or specialty devices you only used once, like a waffle iron or electric carving knife. Maybe you kept that spare microwave or rice cooker just in case, or because someone gave it to you as a gift. But the honest truth is, these unused or duplicate items take up precious counter and cabinet space, making your kitchen feel crowded and harder to keep clean. Every appliance and gadget you keep should earn its place by making your life easier or bringing you joy. If you have not used it in the last year, or if you do not even remember why you kept it, it is probably time to let it go. Unplug everything from the counter and take a close look. Set aside anything broken, outdated, or replaced by a newer model. Be honest about what you truly use. The rice cooker you bought because it was on sale but never figured out, the mixer with missing parts, the 2 slow cookers you meant to use for family gatherings that never happened, they are not serving you now, and keeping them only adds to the clutter. Decluttering your kitchen and storage areas of unused appliances does more than clear up physical space. It reduces the daily mental effort needed to find what you really need. When you open a drawer or cabinet and see only the items you use and love, your whole kitchen feels more inviting. You are more likely to cook healthy meals, clean up quickly, and enjoy time spent at home. Plus, passing on appliances to family, friends, or local donation centers gives those items new life and helps someone else in need. I remember a woman named Marjorie, in her early 80s, who had a cupboard filled with old blenders and food processors, each missing a different part. When her daughter visited and asked about them, Marjorie realized she could not even remember when she last used most of them. They spent a Saturday sorting out what worked, what did not, and what could be donated. By the end of the afternoon, the kitchen felt bigger, brighter, and much easier to move around in. Marjorie found herself smiling each time she walked in to make her morning coffee, enjoying the space she had reclaimed for herself. Letting go of unused appliances is a simple act that can have a powerful impact on your daily comfort and sense of order. You deserve a kitchen that works for you, not against you. Clear out the clutter and give yourself permission to keep only what truly adds value to your days. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Item 3, overflowing wardrobes and unworn clothing. The third source of hidden clutter in many homes, especially for those of us over 70, is the wardrobe. Clothes, closets, and dresser drawers have a way of quietly accumulating more than we realize: shirts that no longer fit, coats we have not worn in years, shoes that pinch, and accessories tucked away and forgotten. It is easy to let these items pile up, thinking we might wear them again someday, or holding on to them because of memories attached to certain occasions or stages of life. Yet, every time you open a closet crammed with clothing you no longer use, you are reminded not of abundance, but of indecision and missed opportunities. A cluttered wardrobe can quietly chip away at your confidence and energy. It makes it harder to get dressed in the morning, find what you need, and feel comfortable in your own skin. If you want to enjoy a simpler, lighter life, it is time to take a gentle, honest look at your clothing collection. Start by removing everything from your closet and drawers. Set aside anything you wear often and feel good in. Look at the rest and ask yourself, does this still fit? Does it feel comfortable? Have I worn it in the last year? If the answer is no, it is time to let it go. It is not always easy to part with clothing that holds memories: a favorite dress from a grandchild's wedding, a suit you wore to work for decades, a pair of shoes from a special trip. But keeping these items boxed away, gathering dust, does not honor those memories. Instead, consider taking a photo of truly meaningful pieces before passing them along. Donate what you can to local shelters, churches, or organizations that support families in need. Give away favorite hats or scarves to friends or family who will enjoy them. Having a smaller wardrobe does not mean giving up style or variety. In fact, most people discover they wear the same comfortable favorites again and again. By curating your closet to include only what you love and use, you make room for new memories and remove daily stress from your life. You will find that it is easier to keep your space tidy, to get dressed without fuss, and to feel put together every day. I knew a man named Frank, now in his early 70s, who finally tackled his overflowing wardrobe one winter. He found 3 identical sweaters he had forgotten about, pants from his work days that no longer fit, and more ties than he had worn in a decade. By giving away what he did not need and organizing the rest, Frank reclaimed space, rediscovered old favorites, and even inspired his friends to do the same. He said it was like breathing fresh air for the first time in years. Reducing your clothing to what you actually use is a powerful way to cut clutter, boost your daily confidence, and bring calm to your home. You are not losing memories or letting go of the past, you are honoring yourself by making space for the present. The next time you look in your closet, you should see choices that make you smile, not sigh. Item 4. Unnecessary furniture and bulky decor. A fourth common culprit when it comes to clutter in the homes of older adults is too much furniture and oversized decor that no longer serves a real purpose. Over a lifetime, it is easy to collect extra chairs, old side tables, display cabinets, and decorative pieces that once fit a larger family or a different style of living. As time passes and our needs change, those big, heavy items can start to make your living space feel cramped and difficult to move around in. Not only can this clutter up your rooms, but it can also create safety hazards and make it harder to clean and maintain your home. If you want to reclaim both space and peace of mind, take a slow walk through each room and notice how you feel. Is it easy to move from place to place? Do you have furniture you no longer use, like a formal dining set that only sees guests once a year, or a large bookcase that has become more of a catch-all for odds and ends? Think about how you actually live now, not how you lived 10 or 20 years ago. Your home should be a reflection of your current lifestyle, not a museum to the past. Start by identifying the most cumbersome or unused pieces. Maybe there's a recliner that no one finds comfortable anymore, or end tables that only collect mail and dust. Perhaps your bedroom has a heavy dresser that could be replaced with something smaller and easier to use. Ask yourself, does this item still serve me? Does it help or hinder my daily life? If it is just taking up space, consider passing it on to a family member, selling it, or donating it to someone who will appreciate it. The more you let go, the easier it becomes to clean, maintain, and enjoy your living spaces. Bulky decor can have the same effect. Large vases, statues, artificial plants, or elaborate wall hangings may have suited your taste once, but if they now feel overwhelming or out of place, it is all right to simplify. Keeping just a few favorite pieces and removing the rest can make your home feel calmer, more open, and easier to navigate. Remember, a few well-chosen decorations can bring much more warmth and personality to a room than a dozen crowded pieces. This process is not about stripping your home of its character or memories, it is about making conscious choices to support your comfort, safety, and well-being. I recall a woman named Susan, in her 70s, who realized her living room was packed with furniture she had inherited from family. While each piece had a story, together they made the room hard to use. Susan decided to keep her favorite chair and a small table for her morning coffee, and she gave the rest to her children and a local charity. Her home became easier to manage, and she felt lighter and freer in her daily life. Removing unnecessary furniture and bulky decor is a loving act, not just for yourself but for those who visit and help care for you. It reduces the risk of tripping, makes it simpler to keep things tidy, and creates a more welcoming atmosphere. Most importantly, it is a way of honoring your needs and making sure your home serves you, not the other way around. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Item 5. Sentimental items without purpose. The final, and often most difficult, category of clutter for anyone, but especially for those of us past 70, is sentimental items that have lost their place or meaning in your daily life. These can include old greeting cards, faded photographs, gifts from long ago, souvenirs from trips, or boxes filled with your children's artwork from when they were small. Over the years, these keepsakes can quietly multiply until they fill closets, attics, and storage bins, creating a weight of memories that becomes more overwhelming than comforting. Letting go of sentimental clutter does not mean erasing your past or forgetting people and experiences that shaped you. It means choosing to honor the most meaningful memories while releasing the burden of holding on to every little thing. Begin by gathering all your sentimental items in one place. Hold each item and ask yourself, does this truly bring me joy or comfort? Does it have a place in my life today? If the answer is yes, find a special spot for it where you can see and appreciate it. If not, consider letting it go with gratitude. For many, it helps to keep a small box or display shelf for the most precious treasures, a handful of photos, a letter from a loved one, a favorite souvenir. Take pictures of items you wish to remember but no longer need to keep. This way, you preserve the memory without holding on to the physical object. Share keepsakes with family members who might value them, or pass them along to friends. By doing this, you not only free up space in your home but also share your memories in a way that connects and enriches others' lives. There was a gentleman I once knew named Howard, in his early 80s, who held on to dozens of boxes filled with his children's school papers, sports trophies, and old letters from friends. He realized that most of these items had not seen the light of day in decades. With help from his daughter, Howard sorted through each box, selecting a few items that meant the most to him. They created a small memory corner in his living room, displaying his favorite photos and letters. The rest he let go, and he felt a sense of relief and freedom that surprised him. The process of releasing sentimental clutter can bring up strong emotions. Allow yourself to remember, reflect, and, when needed, grieve the passage of time. But know that your memories live on in your heart and your stories, not just in the things you keep. The freedom and lightness that come from letting go will give you more space, physically and emotionally, to enjoy the present and welcome new experiences. You deserve a home that reflects who you are now, not just who you were. By gently curating your sentimental items, you give yourself the gift of clarity, comfort, and room to grow in the years ahead. Clearing out what no longer serves you is not just a chore, but an act of self-care and love. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to look around your home and reflect on the things that fill your space. What stood out to you most today? Which of these 5 categories is weighing you down, and which one can you let go of to create a lighter, more peaceful home? Remember, decluttering after 70 is not about perfection or erasing the past. It is about making room for comfort, safety, and new experiences. The journey is personal, and every small step you take can bring a powerful sense of relief and satisfaction. Start with what feels easiest, and be gentle with yourself through the process. You do not have to do everything at once, and you do not have to let go of anything you are not ready to part with. The important thing is to honor your own needs and to create an environment where you can thrive. Each item you clear is a gift to yourself and a way to show love to those who share your home or visit you. Your home should be a reflection of who you are now and the life you wish to enjoy moving forward. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.